I'm going to smoke up some 1.5, almost 2-inch pork chops. Tammy's going to make, tell me what you're going to make?
Rum sunrise.
A rum sunrise glaze, which you can also have a cocktail of. If there's one thing I can get you to do so that your pork chops will be moist, it's called brining them. This is just 1 gallon of water. I'm sorry, half a gallon of water, 1/4 cup of brown sugar, and 1/2 cup of kosher salt. Now I hope you can see those bad boys. They're a minimum 1.5 inches thick. That's the second thing you want to do if you're going to smoke some chops. You know, a lot of people have experience with pork chops that they're dry. I promise you, if you follow the steps in this video, your pork chops won't be dry. First step, brine them. I did that last night. Put them in the fridge. Spent about 18 hours. 12 is plenty. All right, I just didn't get around to it until now. And then you want to make sure you have thick chops. If you get them little thin guys and you try to smoke them, unless you know some secret I don't know, they're going to dry out. Now you don't need, people worry about brine. If they're not familiar with brining, they worry about things being too salty. It's not going to be too salty. So you don't have to, you know, rinse them under the sink or anything like that. You see, I am wiping them off with paper towels because if there's any excess salt just laying on the tops, then you'll wipe it off. All right, there's those 2 beautiful chops. I want to get this glove off because now I'm going to whip out my seasoning. I'm using this Jack Daniel's pork rub. I love this one. If you're interested in learning about it, I'll put, I think it's up here, a link in the iCard. I'll put a link in the description. You can see it has a real fine flake to it, which I like for pork chops. You know, whereas steaks, I like to have a thick flake. We're going to do all sides, all ends. Pretty simple step here, right? Just season them up. Little Pam, just to help keep these pork chops from sticking, if they stick at all. Look at those beauties. I mean, I'm looking forward to this already. Now I'm just going to put a temp probe in each of these chops, right in the middle. Let's get this lid closed back up. Get the door, I should say, closed back up. I had this open a little longer than I intended.
So it is super hot here in Florida. It's like 100 degrees and I am drinking a rum sunrise. So I'm going to make a glaze out of this drink. If you want to know how to make this drink, you can go over to my channel. We're going to have a link to that. But I'm going to show you how to make this glaze out of this today. So we're going to start. We're going to get this going. I'm going to put a little bit of garlic in here. Get this out. Maybe about a little bit more than a tablespoon. I'm going to have all the amounts on the channel so you'll be able to know the amounts, but I'm going to try to tell you as I go too. So about a tablespoon of garlic, okay? And we're going to do, ooh, it's sizzling. I'm going to do a little bit more than a jigger full. All right, so rum. So we're going to go ahead and put the same amount. 2, well, all right, 2 3/4 fulls. Kind of a heavy pour of that. All right, I'm just going to eye this. This is chili sauce, and I do like things a little bit spicy, so we're going to say a couple tablespoons. I don't know how much of that is. Probably a couple tablespoons. Oh, and this is molasses. So I thought that sounded good with it. A couple tablespoons of that too. And I'm going to add some grenadine in just a bit. All right, so this is ready for the grenadine. Grenadine is like pure sugar. I just didn't want it to get too thick. That's why I was waiting. So it's ready for this. All right, I'm going to add this in. You know what? I'm going to measure it out. We're going to do about a half a jigger. Okay. This smells so good. I wish you could smell it.
It's been an hour and a half. These guys are temping at 135. Just look at the color. Now, I'm going to try not to make a mess. I don't know if it's possible. Let me push this back in a little bit. Get my tray under there because I'm going to glaze these bad boys with that rum sunrise glaze that Tammy made. Oh, it smells so good. I'm excited. All right, there's our Florida sunrise glaze. Get that back in there. Get our tray under it so it doesn't make a big mess. Get the lid, get the door closed. It's been not even 10 minutes. These guys have already temped up to 141. I'll flip them over. Can you see the beautiful color? I hope that shows up in the video. Put that awesome glaze that Tammy made on this side. I'm going to let them go 10 minutes, period. Pull them out of here. Let them rest. And do the taste test. Just look at that awesome, awesome color. Let me get this back in. Door shut. As I don't know if you can see this, but our chops are at the temp. Let's get them out. Look at the beautiful color on them. I hope that shows up in the video. Ouch, that's hot. Don't do what I just did. Let me get this chop out. Let me pull this thermometer out. Get them over here on our cutting board. Just look at the color. I can't tell you how excited I am. Tammy's back, you know, she was a big help today. Made the salsa, made the sauce after the cocktail. Thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
These chops been resting about 10 minutes. We're going to give them a try.
I'm so excited.
I know, look at the color.
I know, they look awesome.
Which one? You want me to cut this one or this one?
I don't know. I want to eat them both.
This one's fatter.
Okay.
I'm cutting the fatterest. I'm cutting the fatterest one.
The fatterest?
Yeah.
They look so good.
I know people are going to ask what the cook time was. I think, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I just don't follow the time as much as I do the temp. I think it was about 2 hours and 15 minutes. I cooked them up to 143. Let them rest the last couple of degrees. Look at that. Look at that beautiful white. Can you see the juice coming out right there?
Yeah.
I hope you guys can see that in the video. I don't know how well you can see it. But there is just juice coming out of those pork chops. And you're going to want to
He's wasting so much time. I want to eat this.
There's you a bite.
No, that's not big enough.
Okay, well, you can have a bigger bite.
I'm so hungry.
All right, there's that. You probably want some of this delicious salsa
Yes,
you
I've been
made.
wanting the salsa all day.
I'm going to let you have the fork because I'm doing it finger style.
Yay! And you're going to eat that little tiny piece?
That's what I'm eating with some of the salsa on it.
Okay.
Okay?
Cheers.
Cheers, Amundo.
Oh, that's a huge piece.
You said you wanted big.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's a little
Oh,
too
man. Oh,
I can't eat that big old piece.
that might be the best pork chop I've ever eaten. Here, just let me eat it. You don't need to participate.
Stop.
Oh my gosh. Well, she continues to cut. Juicy pork chop. That's from Brining. I told you guys, you want to kick up your pork chop game, brine. Smoke. I love that smoke that Bradley put on it. She's never going to eat.
Okay, stop now.
And then I get jalapeno from the salsa she made. And then finally some pineapple.
Okay, I'm just going to use my fingers.
Okay, well, I guess we're done with this video.
No,
We should move on to the next one.
Wow.
What do you think, folks?
That's way delicious.
Is it juicy?
It's super delicious. It's like finger licking good.
Absolutely
Wow.
delicious. I would eat this any day of the week. Thanks so much for watching. I'd like to thank the folks from Bradley for sending me out this smoker.
That is so good.